I don't envy the young man she's been asked to identify.
Cristian has always been such a good boy, Mrs. Vickers. You know him. He would never hurt anybody.
I know that you love him very much, Carlotta, but, you know, a boy can get mixed up in the wrong crowd.
Not Cristian. He didn't hurt your niece, and he didn't cause the miscarriage. He was trying to help her. He was the one who found her when the police came.
I know. You explained all of that.
He doesn't lie. Vickers, please, you have to help me to convince the police that he's telling the truth.
Look, you may be able to con Dorian because you've been cleaning her house all these years, but you're not going to fool me.
Todd, please.
He didn't do it. I'm telling the truth.
You're protecting your son. The scum that mugged my wife and killed my kid.
Todd, look, I know that you're upset, but there's no need to take it out on Carlotta.
Well, you're right. I'm taking it out on the wrong person. So here's a message for your good, truthful son. You tell him I know what he did. He killed my baby. He's gonna pay.
Lady, I am really sorry.
Don't talk.
But you've got to understand, I was
Stand
not...
still, keep your mouth shut, and look straight ahead.
Don't look at the floor, don't look at the ceiling. Let her see your face. Blair, look, we don't want to make this any worse, but you said you're ready to make an ID.
Blair, you said that there were 2 young men that attacked you at the docks last night. Was this one of them?
Look, if you don't feel like you're up to this, we can come back later. Believe me, this young man is not going to go anywhere.
Maybe I should take him back to the station, and then when she feels up...
No!
Don't take him away.
Are you sure?
Positive. I don't need any more time.
Attacked you?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't be sure. I'm sorry. Blair, he was kneeling over you when I found you at the docks last night.
I told you, I was trying to help you.
Quiet.
Blair, I know it was dark and it was confusing. But he was there. We know that for certain. What we need to know is, did he participate in the attack that happened before that? Please, look again. I don't know. That's all I don't know. It's all I can say.
Because I didn't do it. God, what more do you want?
Okay, that's enough. Andy, get him out of here.
All right, come on, let's go. Moving, let's go.
Christian, without an ID, we can't hold you, but you're still a prime suspect in this case. Now, this isn't over.
Oh, it never is. See, you have to blame somebody, right? And it's always us.
Let's go. Move it.
Blair, it's okay. It's okay. You did good.
No, I didn't. I couldn't.
I still have some questions I'd like to ask you if you feel up to it. If not, we can wait.
No. I want to help. I couldn't just now. I couldn't be sure. I'm sorry. But I want to help. Find them both. Please. Find the ones who killed my baby.
Get him out of here and you book him before I break his period.
Back off. Just back off. Mrs. Vega, you can take your son home now.
Home? You can't let him leave. He's a punk who mugged Blair.
Now, you keep quiet. What happened in there?
Nothing. Blair couldn't positively identify Cristian as one of her attackers.
Thank God.
Ma, come on, let's just go home, right?
I knew she couldn't. I knew you were innocent, and now everybody knows it.
Yeah, well, not everybody.
Mrs. Vega, your son is still a prime suspect, so we'll want to keep him available for further questioning.
You have nothing against my son. And he's still a suspect? What kind of justice is this? Tell them, Mrs. Vickers, you know my son is innocent.
Carlotta, I think it might be best if I got in touch with my lawyer.
But we don't need a lawyer. He didn't do anything wrong.
Mother, what's going on?
I'm so sorry about your cousin. I light a candle for her baby. But force me, Reverend Carpenter, to say a prayer for my son, my innocent son.
Get over here. If it turns out that you did this, or if you know anything, and I mean anything about the cowards that did, you won't have to worry about the cops. Because I'll take care of you myself.
Todd, for God's sake! If you're so anxious to blame somebody for Blair's miscarriage, why don't you start with yourself?
I have to answer to you.
Oh, then you can't tell us where you were last night when Blair was all alone down by the docks.
What are you, a lawyer?
I'm Blair's family.
What am I?
Good question.
Excuse me if I'm being too obvious here, but this is a hospital. Can we keep it quiet, please, and move this argument someplace else?
I'm not going anywhere.
Me either.
Then how about neutral corners? Thank you.
Mrs. Vega, I'm sorry about Mr. Manning. If you'd like, I can give you a ride back down to Angel Square.
I think we've had enough help from the cops for one night. Come on, Ma, let's go.
I wish there was something that I could do for them.
Why in the world did you pick a fight with Todd?
Excuse me, but somebody needed to.
Mother, you just made a tense situation that much worse.
How could it be any worse? Blair has lost her baby. She was attacked. I mean, and none of it would have happened if her husband had been with her.
Maybe, maybe not. But from what I can tell, there's no one else who's more upset about this miscarriage than Todd.
It was dark. Everything happened so fast.
Had you ever seen those two boys before?
I don't know. I tried not to make eye contact. You know.
Yeah, well, you didn't want to provoke them.
No, I just kept walking, trying to get away from them, and one of them grabbed me.
Could that have been Christian Vega?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't be sure, Bo. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. I'd like to start at the beginning, Blair. It was almost midnight. What were you doing down at the docks?
Just driving around. My car broke down and I pulled over to use the phone. It was broken, of course. And then when I went to get to another phone,
And that's when the boys showed up. You know, there's still something I don't understand, Blair. What were you doing out at that time of night? Was something wrong?
if you're trying to make me feel responsible for what happened, don't bother. I've been blaming myself ever since Todd told me.
Nobody's trying to blame you, Blair.
Oh, come on. I know you and Bo hate me, Auntie. Everybody hates me. I had it coming, right?
Nobody thinks that.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe I had it coming. But my baby didn't. I wanted that baby more than anything I've ever wanted in my whole life. And I would give anything to have that baby back.
Cause you any more pain. We're trying to get the facts so we can catch the guys that did this to you.
And we will find them, Blair. That we know. I know it's not meaning very much right now, but we will find the person who
I
did
need
this.
to talk to my wife. Alone. So, that Vega kid, he wasn't one of them, huh?